book besties. So I just finished The Never List by Jade Presley, and I rated this 4.75 out of 5 stars. I usually am not a big romantic girly. I'm just getting into the genre. Usually, if it has a map included, I'm hella confused. It takes me a minute to get into the book. It did take me a minute to get into this, but once I got into it, I couldn't put it down. I absolutely devoured it. I enjoyed it immensely. It is a reverse harem type of book. So there's 1 female and 4 males. And I loved it. That's all I gotta say. The part I didn't love is it ends on a frickin' cliffhanger. And the next book doesn't come out until next year. That's the part that made me unhappy. I don't like cliffhangers. I don't like waiting either. So here's your one warning. If you haven't read this book and you don't want spoilers, probably should stop watching this video now. This book follows Riley. Riley comes from a land where there are different tiers of people. Like you've got your kings and princes, their people, like the middle class kind of people, and like the low class, kind of like America. You have your high, middle, low. She's in the lowest of lows. So she got put into this category because of her parents or her ancestors and stuff like that. When a person in this society breaks the rules or does something to upset the kings, then they get put on the never list. And that pretty much means that they can never move up in the world. They're called to battle more than regular societal members are. They're put onto missions that usually they do not come back from. Like once you get put on the never list, you never get taken off of it. And it's not a place you want to be. Riley herself is not on the never list. Her parents were, and they got sent on a mission and never came back. She has an older sister. For the last 6 years, like the current year included, they have put on a mating ceremony so the 4 princes can find their mate, because they have to share one. They only get one. She has to be strong enough to deal with all 4 of them and their powers, but then also go through this process at the end of the mating time to meet their like goddess mothers who are in a deep stasis sleep and hopefully not die. That's pretty much, yeah, that's how it works. Riley's sister snuck into the mating ceremony the previous year and never came back. So it's pretty much become Riley's mission to find her sister. And so she decides to sneak into the mating ceremony as well and hopefully not catch eye of the princes. Doesn't happen. Hopefully find her sister, or like what happened to her sister. Also doesn't happen. The 4 princes, their names are Jax, Pierce, Axel, and Cal. I should mention they all have powers. Like one of the princes can tell like everyone's feelings. One of them can manipulate water. Another can like get into your mind and read it. All I know is he's super freaking fast. That's all I know. All I remember. And usually it's only like the princes and the kings that have powers. There was others called demis that had powers, but they got out of hand and the kings took care of them and decided to either put them on the never list or dungeon them up. The others of them that haven't been caught or found out have gone into hiding. And Riley is one of those that has never been found out, but she has a superpower. I'm calling it superpowers. They're just powers. She goes into this mating ceremony, ends up making an offhanded comment that one of the princes is behind her and hears it and instantly is like enamored by her. They're only allowed to pick one mate. They go to this big ball and the princes end up choosing just one girl out of all of them to try to see if that's their mate. They've been through 5 of them. So Riley is number 6. So they end up choosing Riley as their prospective mate. She then has to pass a number of tests set by the kings, which is the 4 princes' fathers. And I'm not going into like a majority of this book because I will be here for 40 minutes. So she has to pass a test, like a number of tests set by the princes' fathers, the kings. And then she also has to, once she gets chosen, she spends a month with each prince in their respective towns to find out if she can handle them, or if she even likes them, or if they like her. The last 5 have only made it past the first month. She makes it all the way through. She does. And then one of the prince's fathers really doesn't like her. Really doesn't. A bunch of shiz happens, and I'm not going more into detail, like I said, because I will be here for forever. But it does get twisty and turny, and like I said, it ends on a freaking cliffhanger, and I'm like, I need the next book now. I absolutely loved this book. I knew nothing about this book when I picked it up in Target, except the fact that it said, why choose one when you can have them all? And I was like, sounds like my type of book. So I bought it. I do have a special edition of it, and I absolutely love it. So, it's super cute. If you haven't read The Never List by Jade Presley, I would definitely recommend checking it out, especially if whatever I just said sounded good to you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.